I made the decision to become a shareholder at O'Neill in order to invest in my career in another way. I thought it was a smart decision, both career-wise and financially. I think that it's important to give myself an added stake in the company, to have my voice heard, but also I think given the opportunity to invest in a stock of any kind, what better place to do it than somewhere where you know the internal workings and can kind of get a better, more accurate temperature of how the market is changing and evolving, how the company is doing. I'm more attuned to this company than I am any other. So as a new shareholder, I might be thinking about it every day, moment to moment, but there are times when I'm making decisions on projects and I have to think about not only how does this affect my career, but what we're trying to build here together and what I'm invested in. It is a motivating factor for sure. Helps me feel more connected to the decisions I make.
At that time, it was a real commitment. And buying stock in those days, I bought 25 shares at $600 a share. It was way up there, and it had to be a commitment. And it was a mixed bag of feelings because you knew you were buying in for the long term. It was something that you are now, and he continued to emphasize, an owner, a part owner. And when you become an owner, you start looking at things altogether different. And what it impressed upon me was to take a harder look at what was going on around me and how we were doing things and basically how we were treating each other. Because the basis of the company is on integrity. You trust somebody till they prove they can't be trusted. And the idea was we want individuals that give everything every day. There's no perfect job, but you do your best to make one. And based on that philosophy, we were able to grow the company. And as I began to buy more and more stock, I become more and more aware of what it takes to grow a company. At the time I was working in Greenville, it was one of the largest and fastest growing engineering communities in the nation, next to Houston. And we began to outrun them. And in the jargon around Greenville, the bigger companies began to look over their shoulders like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. And it's, who are those guys? Because we wouldn't go away. And we just kept coming back. And as I began to invest more and more, we continued to grow. And what it meant to me as an owner was I have some say in what goes on at the company. Just through being a stockholder, I had a vote. And I was able to vote my shares. And the more important thing is that as a shareholder, we were listened to. When you said something, you were listened to. It was taken not for granted. It was taken as, maybe we need to look into this. And so I can't begin to tell you how, over my 24-year career, how important it was for me when I walked out the door to be able to say, I'm proud of this company and what it's become.